play with Risk in USC.
Who's on
He
your
has
team?
no, yeah, he
Yeah, I
has
know.
no
Wait, hold
mic
on,
though.
guys.
Yeah.
Hold on. Just getting started. There it is, my music. Alright. Well, I got my team here, folks. I got myself, Honey Bear. I got the April Fool chilling with me.
Hi guys.
What's up?
Hello.
Got a great matchup here. We got the Adrenaline Boost taking on Minor Madness. We got the 3 seed in Minor Madness. Should be fun to watch. Should be fun. We are getting started shortly, and we're gonna see it's a little confusing, but in all honesty, F2P is a majors player this season, Young Sinatra is a minors player, so I can understand why they would overlook the rule here, as captains can agree on rules. And probably Hyamez, I believe. So what do you think so far, April? What do you think of these two teams?
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Snowball plays a good amount. I don't believe he played that much this season, but he had a great run in minors last season, if I recall.
Oh, absolutely. Snowball is...
Yeah, Minor Madness obviously coming in as the 3 seed, being more consistent throughout the season, while the Adrenaline Boost kind of surged at the end after they managed to pick up Polarity and Kinnick.
Yeah. So this team has gone from the Adrenaline Boost. They've gone from like 5 ties and like virtually almost all losses to winning most of their games at the end of the season. That's really impressive.
I do know their first win came with Kinnick and Polarity. They didn't win a game before they picked them up.
Oh, wow, that's a good fact. Fun fact.
Yeah, I believe they're even at the bottom of the league at that point. When
They were last in the league, yeah.
Well, and now they're in the playoffs. You never know. An upstart team, they have momentum. Maybe they'll be like the New York Giants of the NFL and go on a run. Probably not, because we're better. But there's better teams. But you never know, because it's playoffs, and that is why we play the playoff games, guys. And they're about to get ready here. They're about to launch. We have Alright, they're about to launch. I think Young Sinatra having issues. Alright, well, Marquis, what do you think? Who's going to win tonight?
Actually, in the meantime, they have just announced the Miners All-Stars for the Eastern Conference.
Go ahead, April.
Intense, Build-A-Cat, and Sam on offense, Young Sinatra, Quibble, and Aardvark on defense, and Protag in the wildcard slot.
Let me just set up the stream if you can start
That's for
talking
the
for
East.
me.
Yeah, that's the East. It's interesting. Mars got snubbed.
Alright, so we start off with 3 tag pros.
Yeah, that mid tag pro is going to be important. Looks like Marble Madness has a... Oh, but Kinnick managed to boost in there.
Yeah.
Defender's going to go on offense now with the tag pro. Let's see if he can get Jaimez out. Jaimez is out with the flag. He's going across mid. He has a chance here. Mufro has a tag pro in base. If they can get White Flame here, this is a cap. But Young Sinatra with the snipe.
Nice return there.
And almost getting on a base. Wisely hesitating on that button. Just dancing around in base now, trying to get past Kinnick, but he's not going to be able to do that. Snowball off the flag. Runs into a spike there. Almost made a nice move around Jaimez. Now both teams reset.
Alright, I'm all set up. Thanks for taking over for a second. How's the stream look?
I'm not looking at the stream. But looks like the
Thanks, April.
adrenaline boosts got 2 juke juices while Marble Madness got a tag pro, so
Here's an opportunity now, but Kinnick cleans it up with his juice quite easily, and Young Sinatra's gonna swing offense with a tag pro. Let's see if he can use it effectively before it runs out, as he gets Kinnick scared out of the way. But now, who was that?
White
Flame traps himself, unfortunately, and then Young Sinatra flaccid for the reset. I've been getting good at this talking fast thing.
yeah. Yeah, neither team able to really generate any offensive pressure so far. I don't believe either team has been out of base.
A poor move there by White Flame, deciding to grab without his partner even in base. That's not how you win on Smirk. You're not going to win without your partner on offense. Guarantee you.
Yeah, it didn't really hurt them there, but later in the game that will definitely come back to bite them if they try and grab solo at the wrong time.
That's a good cleanup on power-ups by Minor Madness there, grabbing all 3, as Kimba decides to make a little rub grab with his juke juice. Very effective, but now Belarity with the snipe, as White Flame has an opening with the rolling bomb, and he makes his way past a couple. This could be a cap. If they get the return, this is going to be a cap unless Belarity hits it. He missed the boost, and he just whiffed. I'm not sure.
I don't know what he did there. The boost was the only way he had to catch up, and he just missed it.
Oh, that was unfortunate. I definitely thought that was a return at the last second.
Yeah. But that was good by Marble Madness to capitalize on the pups they got, especially since they let Adrenaline boost out of base to get those pups.
Absolutely. Let's see, we're going to have another round of pups coming up. Let's see if Minor Madness can handle themselves again. Let's see, Kimba deciding to grab again without his partner. Probably not the best move, as he gets cleaned up quite easily. But now Mufro's out top. If Mufro hits this boost, and he swings 2, and that's going to be a cap, as he perfectly maneuvers his way, avoiding the bomb return and getting that nice cap with his defense.
Jaimez not waiting for Re there.
I missed it.
Snowball managed to get out. Well,
as a word of note, Bablapla is not playing tonight. I believe he's unavailable, and that's put Minor Madness in a precarious position in terms of subs. They only have fucking lag, and Young Sinatra has issues with lag this season, ironically.
Yeah.
Oh, a terrible boost, almost by both flag carriers, but Belarity takes advantage of the errant move there by Minor Madness, and that puts him up 2-1 right now. It's a nice lead to have in the early goings with 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think not having Bob Loblaw is a pretty big factor for Minor Madness. Young Sinatra not having his preferred defensive partner is pretty big, and being forced to start somebody like Snowball, who doesn't have much experience in his talent.
And as we said, that Kimba sneaks his way in for an offensive D play with Belarity had a rolling bomb that was a short cap, and Kimba just positioned himself perfectly. How do you like that alliteration?
See if Jaime boost
What?
past Young Sinatra and Snowball.
That
Into
was
the spike, though.
not sure what happened there, folks. Could be glitchy, could be Lucky Spammer messing with everyone.
Perhaps the return of Unfortunate Sniper?
Oh, it was the anniversary recently.
Yeah.
And pups are going to come up, and Young Sinatra nabs a juke juice, but he dies trying to escape.
Yeah, it looks like he got pushed there a little bit.
Oh, and Kimba takes a smart boost too. If his defense can come up with the return, he could get into base in time, and he does! He sneaks past the defenders. And Young Sinatra going ham on adrenaline boosts right now.
White Flame just wisely waiting for Ree here instead of trying to force it.
Oh, Mufro. Mufro had a heads-up play there. Just the snipe was perfect.
Kimba boosts past 2. Let's see if he can get past with the blocks. But
And
sniped
Belardi says, not this time. I'm going to hit that boost. And Jaimez is out top with
Yeah,
no one
excellent
there.
button by Kinnick there.
Nice
guess-
patience by
catches
White
him.
Flame.
A lot of spiking themselves. It's like I'm playing tonight. What is going on Smirk? Is there
Yeah,
two
Smirk
radius?
is obviously
Nerves,
a
maybe?
map with a lot of spikes, so you just have to play very careful.
I
And,
would. Yeah, I could. Oh my god, and Belardi takes out the team with his Tag Pro, and Mufro's trying to make his way into base, but White Flame just gets out in the nick of time. Yeah, I would say nerves is probably part of it. I mean, you know, when you're at the minors level, you're playing in the playoffs, you really want to prove yourself, and especially if you're in this for the long haul, you want to make that next step. And you see that with a lot of these players. A couple of them are pretty new to the minor scene this season.
Yeah, sometimes just rushing it by like rushing a boost by a quarter or a second or something like that can put you into a spike on a map like Smirk. So you have to be very careful
Absolutely.
how you line things up.
See the chat, Twitch chat, asking the free beast mode. Guess. But they've ridden Belardi and Kinnick so far at the end of this season.
Yeah, I doubt that they would try and split up that combo, especially in the playoffs. But maybe if they aren't working.
Yeah, true. If they're having issues, like by all means, try a different combination. And Young Sinatra shields himself perfectly there. Showing off his flag carrying skills for once.
Yeah, he's been very good with the flag so far in the limited time he's had as a defender.
And as we say that, he traps himself in front of a boost. And Mufro's past all the defense, and White Flame is careful for the time being. But he's getting in a precarious position, but Young Sinatra cleans it up at the right time. And we're going to have power-ups coming up, and White Flame would be wise to go for the kiss there before they got the juke juice, but that did not happen. And Belardi cleans up. And this is not going to be a good situation because Young Sinatra has a rolling bomb unless there's a double tap. And Sinatra getting a hold again. A lot of rotation happening on Smirk. That's not that common.
Yeah, I mean, even the adrenaline boost had Kinnick with the flag. He's usually a defender.
Guess the team's getting a little caught out of position, we might say.
Yeah.
And he just sneaks by top. That's a great move there. A better defense would have put one on the button and one chased on top. Oh,
Belardi. Nice split. Almost
But
spike.
Minor Madness sneaks ahead. Pup should be coming up the last round, and we have a 2-2 battle here, folks. Whoever takes advantage could win this half. And if they can get this return on Jaimez, White Flame might be able to come in, and Sinatra overcommits but makes up for it, and then Kinnick's out top.
Yeah, but just 30 seconds left. Both teams desperately trying to get a return here.
Nobody
Get
wants
that last cap.
Yeah, nobody wants to mess up though. You don't want to be the person who put you down going into the second half. Oh, snowball. And looks like that's going to be the half,
3,
guys.
2, 1.
Wow, that was entertaining.
Yeah. Very even hold times for most of the adrenaline boost, all of them within around 30 seconds of each other.
There we go, a 2-2 game, guys. 2-2. And the winner of this game will be looking pretty good going into the second game.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that was a pretty decent half of both teams. Nobody taking too many risks or anything, but I think as we progress through the series, maybe we'll see more of that.
Sure.
Teams taking chances.
You want to win. You want to win that first game. Puts gives you
Exactly.
a lot of momentum. Can we get an update on the Boostin' Dynamo versus Small Caps game? Do you guys know what happened?
I will look into that.
Let's see here.
Boosting Dynamo obviously won the first game. They were up like 8-0. And it looks like Small Caps are actually up 3-1 in the second game, first half.
Oh, they got shut out. 8-0. Wow, that's incredible. They decided to put Pithy in. Maybe that made a difference.
Yeah.
And, alright. And who are the All-Stars again? Did you remember what they said?
No, I'll see. They probably haven't made a post in the subreddit yet. I remember for East Coast on offense, it was Intense, Build a Cat, Sam. I forget who it was on defense. I think it was Quibble, Aardvark, and Young Sinatra.
No,
Ed
Mars.
was the wild card. No, Mars didn't make it.
Huh.
Was snubbed.
Surprising. He's, yeah, he can't really play. He's leaving.
Yeah, true. Hopefully he gets the ball.
Yeah, he's had an outstanding season. Alright, both teams taunting each other a little bit. Some playful banter. Alright, they're about to start here, guys. This is a great game. Okay, what are you going to look for here in the second half?
We got the same lineups.
What are you going to look here? What's going to be the game changer, you think?
I think it's just the offenses working together. Rufro and is it Jaime's looking pretty good last half, but just continue to work together. That's the key, and power-ups on Smirk.
That's some valuable insight.
Yeah, we see rolling bombs on both sides with a juice mid to start out the game. So even pops, that's always nice to see.
When it comes to power-ups, I think that Adrenaline Boost will have the advantage, just knowing Jaime and playing with him for as long as I have. I swear to God, he has a pup timer, and he
Whoa,
can't get
whoa,
caught with it.
whoa. Let's not make any accusations here on stream.
Nah, obviously he doesn't. He's just very good at memorizing pup times, and that will put Adrenaline Boost at the advantage for pups.
Sure.
But they didn't capitalize on their pups a lot last game, which they need to do better.
Yeah, Adrenaline Boost did win pups last game. However, they weren't able to change that into extra caps.
Kimbo waiting too long there to really make a play of anything, and that ruins the chain of grabs.
Yeah, Kinnick had a very nice sniper.
Kinnick's
Now
one guy-
Hymas is a chance to get out.
I don't know much about Kinnick. Does anyone have any insight about Kinnick?
He's a good bow player.
Yeah, he has that, I believe he has the blue boiling flare, which is 212 degrees, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Neither team able to get off a successful grab here.
Yeah, both defenses shutting down right now as White Flame Flaccid without a partner again. Not sure why. It's,
Yeah, I feel like the offenses haven't been as coordinated as they possibly could have.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you revert back to, like, poor strats when you're nervous or you're overcompensating. So you might just, like, sometimes you revert back and you don't think about what you should and shouldn't be doing. Alright, here we go. Pup battles. Dominated by Minor Madness. Let's see what White Flame can do with the Juke Juice. And if he gets past Polarity, he'll be past a couple. And if he makes the right moves here, he could get into base for a cap. It looks like Baba Blah has just joined the group. He could be a viable sub here, and he jukes move for a while, but his Juke Juice runs out at the wrong time. And Kimba's gonna have the regrab chain going and pushes it ahead with the defender in his way. Let's see if he can slow it down and turn around. He should have turned around there and allowed White Flame to get re. That would have put their team in a much better position.
Yeah, he really tried to force it when there was million putting there with 3 Minor Madness balls in base.
White Flame trying to sneak in through the team tiles. That's not going to happen. We know that, folks. Unlikely.
Minor Madness defense is there with Young Sinatra forcing Polarity to Flaccid.
I like the thinking there by White Flame. Just the boost didn't work out as it was covered by the offensive D. Now Kimba makes his way past Polarity, and he's going to have Attack Pro to help him out here if they use it correctly, but they can't. But White Flame could have an out. Oh, and the defense whiffs for Minor Madness. This could be a counter cap, but the kiss happens.
Mufro now out. Oh.
Just
Just
needs
that
the corner
Young
there.
Sinatra, he had managed to hit that boost correct.
That's
Now Polarity,
unfortunate.
he's going to be returned, and it's gonna, but he might get
He
out.
pulls a real duck, and Polarity's past all 3. Oh, and he should have had the cap. That would have been a top play of the playoffs for sure. He pulled a real duck on Holy C.
Yeah, unfortunately the blocks just weren't there on Young Sinatra at the end. They sandwiched him, unfortunately.
And Jaime's waiting too long for anything to happen there.
No, it's like Young Sinatra got a rolling bomb, which is, but Snowball and White Flame juices.
White Flame's now past the couple with his Juke Juice if he takes his boost correctly, and he does with the defense, but Mufro stops him at the last second with an offensive D play
God.
that'll make any coach happy. Oh, Kimba spiking himself now.
Yeah, he's been rushing that flag in the base several times now.
They're being a little too predictable with their moves out of base, and again, they're making it easy for adrenaline boost right now.
Yeah, like they pushed the flag a little too fast that time. They killed their regrab train,
Absolutely.
which is something you don't want to happen on Smirk, where it's so hard to get out of base.
Folks, this is a tie game. The first half was 2-2, and after 5 minutes, both teams are scoreless. So whoever pulls ahead in these last 5 minutes will get that vital first game win. Both teams right now looking as evenly matched as possible. Can't say it's pretty, but they're evenly matched. Oh, and
White
White
Flame with some nice jukes. Fortunately not able to take them anywhere.
And Sinatra cleans up. Let's see if Jaimez can pull a move on Snowball, and he does, but he goofs it slightly, and he's able to make his way.
Right in time.
But he takes the easy boost. Take that split second, take the boost top. You might have a chance to cap.
Snowball's past 3 if they get a return there, but Pro wisely gets on that button.
You got on that button, Quiz?
Yeah.
Oh, and Kimba gonna let the Tag Pro go. See, I would have gone Flag Pro there and forced it. I'm a big fan.
Sinatra was right there, but
This isn't a capping situation, so there's no reason to have a Tag Pro lead. I would have gone for the kill and killed regrab, and then gotten a regrab chain cap. It could have been a very valid play.
White Flame trying to avoid polarity and Mufro here.
Oh, and he has room top now. Biting, Polarity biting. And Sinatra not gonna have him, but Snowball is able to clean up if White Flame can stay alive, but he can't. And the defense needs to come up with a reset here. Oh, and that's gonna be a cap
Boost by Jaimez.
for Adrenaline Boost as Minor Madness gets caught out of position, pushing the flag ahead too hard as they've done all game, and this time bites him in the ass. And now Polarity trying to pile on the damage, but Sinatra has a rolling bomb. It's not going to be easy. Oh, and Kimba deciding not to block for his partner, and now they're going to have to play some OD, but Snowball is able to clean it up at the last second. What a wonderful snipe.
Yeah, that cap completely changes the dynamic of the game. Marble Madness really needs to be a lot more aggressive now to try and get a cap.
Oh, and Kimba making some moves on Polarity, but Polarity says no. Oh, and cleans them up again. Polarity showing why he's probably the best acquisition of the Miners season.
Jaimez pulling off some nice jukes, but still couldn't get enough room to get out of base.
Minor Madness is going to have to come up with a cap here to tie this game and go into overtime. And young Sinatra going for a wild boost attempt, but Kimba's going to be out here with a lead. Let's see if he can
Both
shield.
teams have a Tag Pro.
Oh, and he takes the Tag Pro out. That is key there. They can get this return quickly.
And a second Tag Pro obtained by Minor Madness. Let's see if they can use this to their advantage.
And Sinatra's on regrab with a minute 20 left. Both teams, Adrenaline Boost just needs to be safe here. They just need to go for resets, and they'll have this win locked down. Sinatra trying to put some moves on to keep his team alive, and he pulls a double move on Mufro. And he used the boost now to get some separation. He's out 4. He makes his way into base. Can Kimba get the return? He gets his own return, and that's a cap! And that's a tie game. It's tied again, young Sinatra. Who plays defense?
Doing all the work there.
This might go to
Returning
overtime,
everything.
guys.
This is going to overtime unless something changes.
Still 30 seconds left.
Last
One
round
last
of
pup.
pups.
White Flame deciding to go
Gets the
for
Tag Pro.
a grab on a Juju's. He's past top. Can they sacrifice? Polarity grabbing. He needs to stay alive.
Polarity sneaks out of base there.
Oh my god. This is it. 10 seconds. They could get the win.
No, I think White Flame's gonna take too long getting around. He'll have one chance to boost up.
He
there.
has to boost this exactly correct. Oh man.
So we're going in overtime for the first game.
Overtime, folks.
That ending kind of reminded me of the Geo Koala ending.
Yeah, that was scary.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
overtime rules.
Yeah, I'm unsure on them as well.
Someone can look it up maybe real quick. Wow, I don't even have room. Oh, it's sudden death, folks. Sudden death overtime. We're going to a sudden death game 1.
And in the other news for the East, the Boost and Dynamo are up 4-0 in half 2 of game 2, looking for the win. They lost by 3 in the first half, so one more cap and small caps can tie it back up.
Looks like... Oh, I'm sorry, say that again?
Boost and Dynamo is up 4-0 in game half 2 of game 2 after losing the first half 3-0. So another tight game going on over there. I saw it.
He said, time to get honey beared in the chat. What does that even mean? Do I have a meme about myself? I know I have memes, but what's a honey beared? It's not like they can be frugal here. They need to win. And we're going. We're starting. Guys, we're starting. I don't even have room on my scoreboard for overtime. Did they switch spots?
Too frugal to make a bigger scoreboard.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, they stayed on the same side. I don't have to move anything around. Alright, here we go, guys. This is sudden death overtime in game 1. Whoever wins this will get the game 1 win. Put them in a good position to get this series. Here we go. We got a couple of rolling bombs.
Yeah, Minor Madness getting a juke juice while Adrenaline Boost getting a rolling.
I know what Kimba's going to do here. He's going to try to make that rub grab with that juke juice. Or at least provide a distraction. There it is. There's the distraction and the there it is. Oh, and he whiffs.
Not going for button.
That was 99% of the play. Perfect. And he forgot the last 1%. That's a shame.
Hilarity jukes out Young Sinatra, but Snowball's there on the boost.
Here we go.
Both teams trying to get a grab off on offense. Mufro is going to try and take it out. Can he juke out the Young Sinatra? No. Snowball again with the boost.
Oh, Sinatra overcommitting on the back pedal. But he's able to clean it up, luckily.
Second round of pups coming up. Still no tag pros have spawned in game.
And we've gained a few viewers. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're up to 20. And we got a great game, guys. We're in OT. Sudden death in game 1.
White Flame trying to make it out alone with that juke juice. Gonna run. Top is open now. Oh! Kinnick just barely getting him before he sneaks out top.
Oh man, see, they're like, I love what Minor Madness is doing. They're finally showing some competency on offense, and they're missing the last like percent of each play. But now, as I say that, White Flame has an opportunity. If he takes his boost well, and this could be the nail in the coffin with 2 blockers. All he has to do is be patient, and that's gonna be it.
Cap.
And that wins it for Minor Madness, as Adrenaline Boost offensive D broke down. They broke down, and that's gonna be a game 1 win for Minor Madness.
Yeah. Almost getting upset in the first game by the 6th seed. But I think after that first game, we can pretty much say these teams are pretty evenly matched.
I'd say so. It's entertaining. I'm putting an asterisk there to notify you guys that that was an overtime win. Not that it's challenged in any way. It is an overtime win.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Bob Loblaw actually comes in for Minor Madness.
Yeah, it would be interesting to start him without any warm-up.
Well, maybe he's been warming up right now.
True.
You don't know?
But pubs are not quite the same as pub-style warm-ups.
I
They're
guess.
typical. And Boostin' Dynamo has just defeated Small Caps to win in the other Eastern Conference playoff game.
The second half of the game was 5-0.
Yeah, and it looks like neither team is making any lineup adjustments.
It's not surprising. I mean, you don't want to mess with what's pretty much worked.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody who was playing bad, so I would not assume that they would make any changes.
That was quite a game, though. I haven't seen it. Not even the Majors games last night were as good, except for the last one, apparently. I did not.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch the Tears game, which was the one that looked pretty close, but the two I watched were pretty much blowouts.
Oh, and as we say that, Bob Loblaw is making an appearance, guys, and fucking Lag as well.
Wow, deciding to completely change up their defense, including taking out Young Sinatra,
Huh. Interesting.
their all-star defender.
Well, I guess I'm not surprised Snowball's coming out. He's just there if they need him. He's not their main go-to.
Yeah.
But Snowball will be back next season, I believe. Anyways, that is interesting. That'll definitely probably change the flow of this game.
Yeah, that's a really major change for Swerve to make. It'll be interesting to see if it works out for them.
Alright, here we go, folks. The game is about to be launched. Thanks for tuning in. Minor Madness winning the first game, and this is the beginning of Game 2, Half 1. We got the April Fool here, we got Marquis, we got Common, and myself. Alright, they did not change spots again. That makes it easy.
Yeah, it looks like for Pups, we got Pups again, with both sides having a rolling bomb with a Juke Juice mid. Looks like Adrenaline Boost is a much better spawn for that mid right now.
Kinnick takes that boost masterfully for the middle.
Yeah, he's just gonna take that Juke Juice back on defense, make sure that Minor Madness does not get a grab off, but they might be able to with his rolling bomb. Kimba spikes, however, so no support for White Flame.
White Flame almost just giving up there, killing himself.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't much you could do without Kimba there to help him get out.
Hey, we're up to 26 viewers. Thanks for coming. Hope you guys, this is an enjoyable experience. You're watching HBTV. It's like HGTV, but with bears and Tag Pro. Yeah, I came up with that. It's lame, I know. I'm not funny.
But I thought you had jokes.
No, I'm not funny. Alright, here we go, guys. Minute in, we got Tag Pro Battle. Kimba not able to get out with that juke juice, but Mufro has a chance now as Blah 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 almost whiffs on that button.
Both teams getting a juke juice on their base, but Adrenaline Boost getting the extra in mid. Looks like it's not going to help him though.
Mufro taking a boost in the base. Can Jaimes support him out? Not a lot with 3 defenders there. That was the wrong time to make a grab. But somehow Jaimes is keeping Mufro alive. Oh my god! Jaimes getting Mufro the room, but fucking Lag cleans it up with a bomb. That was an incredible display of patience and offensive awareness.
Yeah, both teams have some great plays there. Jaimes' spike to get Mufro out and Lag's bomb to kill him. Both teams waiting for pups now, especially Minor Madness. They get a tag per mid. Wow. Looks like Adrenaline Boost have the flag in base with a tag pro. This could be a gap if Mufro is patient enough, and it is as Polarity kisses Minor Madness' tag pro. And the Adrenaline Boost will be up 1-0.
Yeah, that was wonderful there. You saw both teams having a chance with patience and finally paid off with Adrenaline Boost. Blah 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 deciding not to go top where it was open briefly. And this is game 2 half 1 for anyone that did not know. We have Adrenaline Boost. They lost the first game in overtime and now they're up by 1 at the start of this game. Jaimes making some monster plays, but he's not able to get his teammate out.
Minor Madness getting attacked from mid and taking it on offense. See if this can get them out of base, something they really haven't been able to do that well this game.
And let's see if Blah 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 can snipe, and he does.
White Flame, gets returned by Kinnick. He would have been past 3 if he managed to juke him.
Jaimes running out of ground to do anything. Here we go. White Flame making a little rub grab, but Kimba decides not to block the team boost. Yeah, I've seen a lot of mistakes these 2 games, but it's kind of been canceled out because both teams are making mistakes that you wouldn't expect maybe at this point. You know, with some of the offensive plays out of base, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, just hitting the bombs up there, that's not something we should really see at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of just errant boosts in the spikes, and overall...
There we go, we got the hype music on. 5 minutes left.
Both teams holding down the fort defensively. Well,
oh my god, Jaimes with 55 support so far.
It's incredible.
And White Flame
out with the flag. Getting caught team tiles. That's not a great way to go as a flag carrier.
Oh, Kimba stalls himself.
Yeah, that's been a common trend for him throughout these games. He's been pretty hesitant with the flag sometimes. And other times he's been really aggressive.
Yeah, it's kind of like your ball control. It's not fluid enough, and that's why he's been getting stalled. If he just makes like one motion. And he takes White Flame, takes the Nick Corso boost, but he gets returned as he gets trapped in team tiles.
Wow.
Yeah, so basically what I was saying is just his ball control
Honey,
just
you
seems...
seem to be well versed in Tag Pro specific plays.
Oh, I love Tag Pro lore. The Nick Corso play is one of Legends. Season 6 Rectiles
Yeah, I
in the
remember
playoffs. Taking that boost off the corner. Oh. Dude, Tag Pro lore, that's what keeps our community going. You gotta, keep up the memes and stuff. That's what it's about. Oh,
Another
teams.
minor madness. Flag carrier caught in these team tiles.
The what madness?
Minor madness?
Oh, I thought you said something else. Break, shut up.
What you
Break's
said?
calling me out in chat. No break. And fucking Lag makes a great play there with the Tag Pro in his way. He just goes right for the flag carrier. That was beautiful.
Yeah, he's been playing well. From what I've seen, Kimba gets out with the flag.
Decides to fake going for the boost is Kinnick. Oh, and he just gets around Belarity there, and he's pounding the team tiles. Let's see if he can take this into base, but he just goes right into everyone. If they can get some returns here, White Flame would be in the clear to get a cap. Very possible. Let's see if he takes this boost unconventionally. This might lead him in a good position. I like the move, but the defense is there to stop him.
Yeah, good offensive defense by the Adrenaline Boost there, and they pretty much cut off all his options. Now Kimba's going to get the chance to force it with a Tag Pro and Juke Juice.
Force it, Kimba. You have a Tag Pro. Force it. Oh my
Blah,
god.
blah, blah. Missing the button there.
I don't understand why people don't subscribe to this play more. This is what leads to counter caps, if you're not careful.
Return for cap situation for Minor Madness, but does not look like they'll get it. In fact, it's a return for cap situation for Adrenaline Boost for a second there.
White Flame, really, but it was by a pixel. He was probably returned by just the pixel. He missed. Oh, fucking Lag is done. Let's see if White Flame can hold Jaimez, but Jaimez gets the room with Mufro blocking. And now Bob Blah has to be careful. And White Flame provides a nice support block, and Bob Blah is going to be able to get out. Say that 5 times fast. And Blah should look for the rolling bomb, but he whiffed on it. If he would have just known pups were there, he should have just boosted down. That would have been a rolling bomb. That could have been a game changer right there.
Yeah, it was interesting. Kinnick decided to try and kill Regrab with that Tag Pro instead of chasing.
And Belarity ends up with the rolling and uses it effectively. This could be a cap, but if White Flame can hold on... Oh, and fucking Lag missed the boost, and Adrenaline Boosts are up 2-0 in Game 2 half one with a minute left. They might pile on the damage here to take back what they started in the first game. Here they go.
Oh, and 2 flaccid.
Mufro missed out. But Kinnick...
Oh, the good boost by Kinnick. If he can get around White Flame, that's a cap.
That's another cap. Adrenaline Boost looking like they're in control here in the second game. As I've loved the team play they've been doing right now. Selfless Team Tag Pro. And here we go. Can Jaimez maneuver his way into base? Oh my god, he almost did. Now Mufro would be wise to grab this Tag Pro. There we go. And he has no reason to rush it. They're going to win this 3-0 if they're careful. And he almost wasn't careful. And Mufro going to try to force a nub step. That's going to be it, folks. 3-0.
Yeah.
Adrenaline Boost looking for that win in Game 2.
I believe that's the biggest game the biggest lead anyone's had so far in these games.
You would be correct. April with some keen math skills tonight, folks. Give it up for the
Yes.
April Fool guys.
Yes, took me a very long time to learn how to compare numbers. I just learned that 3 was bigger than 2 and 1, so very proud of myself.
Alright guys, Adrenaline Boost looking to force an overtime Game 3. That would be exciting.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think Minor Madness is going to do lineup-wise? Put in Young Sinatra back in?
Clearly, I mean, he should be playing the way he played that first game.
I feel like they might want to try and shake it up on offense a little bit too.
I mean, they don't really have offenders to put in. It's really Kimba and White Flame.
Yeah. And finally, I'm looking at the VOD. So the West Coast All-Stars are on offense: Troball, Yak, and Peanut. For defense, Big
Peanut.
Bird, Mr. Glass, and EDL. And the wild card is Apop.
Huh. That's an interesting assortment.
Yeah.
Polarity's saying he doesn't have a lot more time. That's interesting. What does that mean?
Could be a big factor if this game goes into overtime. Not having Polarity would be a huge loss for the Adrenaline Boosts.
We got 36 viewers. If this game goes to overtime, we're gonna treat this again to see some more Tag Pro action for everyone in the league. I'm skipping my USC game for this, so you're welcome.
Now, Minor Madness is going to need a huge comeback to win this second game.
I have to change my thing now.
Minor Madness can get a Tag Pro on their side, while Adrenaline Boost only have a Juke Juice. They're both contending for that Juke Juice mid. Nobody has a definite spawn yet. Looks like White Flame has an okay. Kinnick probably has a better one. And Kinnick will boost and get that Juke Juice mid, while Young Sinatra picks up the Tag Pro on the left. Snowball is back in for Kimba. This is found. Looks like Young Sinatra maybe on offense, maybe Snowball's on offense. They're just letting Young Sinatra play with the Tag Pro, but
Well, they have.
just grab with it.
They do have 3 defenders in right now.
Isn't does Snowball play both plays?
Snowball, not really. He's more of a defender.
Well, he's clearly playing defense this half as Young Sinatra has gone offense a couple times in a row.
They really want
Not a
to.
Tag Pro.
They don't want to go in an overtime game. I'll tell you that much. Oh, that was odd. You really had an out there, top. This is gonna be risky for Minor Madness. This isn't gonna really help them win this half when you have someone who's not used to the plays and intricacies of a Smirk offense. It's very complicated coming in cold.
Yeah, Smirk is not really a map you want to try and force someone to learn offense on.
Oh, and what am I trying to say? The sacrifice almost worked. JJ Poole saying Young Sinatra is pretty good at offense. Well, let's see what happens. Adrenaline Boosts are up 3-0 from the first half, and Minor Madness needs to overcome those 3 caps if they want to force an overtime here and try to close this out. Another overtime, that'd be exciting, huh?
Yeah.
At this point, we're gonna get an overtime. It's gonna be a full game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Minor Madness just barely squeaking out that win in the first game, but Adrenaline Boost looking dominating so far this half. This game, should I say.
Now, Mufro getting returned by Snowball. See if White Flame can make a move here, and Young Sinatra's going to get button, but he didn't sacrifice himself. That would have been the perfect time to do that.
Yeah, that was a classic time to spike yourself to get the opposing offender off the button.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm a little worried for Minor Madness trying to play someone in cold on offense on Smirk. It's not the best idea. But who knows? Maybe it'll work. What do we know? We're just commentators.
Young Sinatra's out with the flag. Runs into a spike though. Jaime trying to get out, but Bob Blah Blah is there on the button, while White Flame is cornered by Kinnick and Valerity.
Both teams kind of inept right now at holding the flag.
Yeah, and that benefits Adrenaline just a lot, since they have the huge lead right now.
There's been less than like 50 seconds of hold total this half.
Yeah.
It's weird. Sometimes Smirk's like that. You'll have a streak where nobody gets out, and then a streak where the flag is out consistently. White Flame just getting returned by Kinnick there, not having anything of that. And Sinatra going to get blocked out by that Tag Pro's Jaimez, the Tag Pro, excuse me, the Pup God, according to Common. Oh, and White Flame positions himself perfectly, avoiding the Tag Pro and getting the return at the same time. Valerity playing that as textbook as you can.
White Flame trying the solo grab again. It's not going to work very well.
I think I've definitely noticed the big difference between watching the games last night and tonight is this. In the majors games, like, you'll definitely see teams capable of getting the flag out. You might have stretches like this, but it's not as common. Like, you might see some situations where the flag is gonna get at least held a little bit, like at least maybe for like 15 seconds. Here, both teams are just getting shut down with every move they make so far. It's not even close. Like, even there,
yeah.
It's just nothing, no support. And Mufro is going to be out top here, and this should be a cap, and it is. And that's going to put them up 4-0 for this game, guys. 4-0. If they win this game will go to an overtime 20-minute game. A full 20 minutes, I believe. Don't quote me. I believe that's what it is.
With that most recent cap, that's actually just put Marble Madness in a really hard position where they now have to average a cap a minute, which is really hard to do on Smirk.
Unlikely, and then some good insight there, Common. Unlikely going to happen for them the way their team has been playing, but as we say that, Snowball could come up with the solo, and he cannot. And then that's going to put him in another precarious position. It looks like this game's probably going to that overtime we talked about.
Yeah, Minor Madness really need a miracle to tie it up into sudden death overtime.
Well, as we say that, we have to keep in mind that Adrenaline Boost got their 3 caps in about a minute and a half last half. So it is possible.
And Sinatra's going to need to turn around.
Looks like we finally have the flag out of base here.
They're running out of time to play with the flag. Like, they need to make moves to base.
So is this where you would start being more aggressive and pushing?
I mean, well, right now Bob's playing this completely wrong. He waited way too long for his regrab to get there. He should have made a move that put him in a position where the defense wasn't going to just surround him.
Right.
Like, there's ways to get around that. You could put yourself in the top corner, wait for your opening. You don't have to sit on that boost every time. This isn't a machine, you know?
Now Minor Madness with just 2.5 minutes left to try and score 4 caps. On Smirk, that's going to be a very difficult task.
Jaime's kind of boosting Bob into what they move for there. Not much he could have done. Do you think that Marble Madness is, I guess this is Minor Madness is, struggle on offense is by playing Young Sinatra on O when he's primarily a defender?
I mean, it hasn't helped.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, but it hasn't hurt him as much either.
Yet, no.
I mean, I'm not sure what Swerve saw about taking Kimba out. I mean, I guess he hasn't been the best, but I wouldn't say he's been terrible either.
Yeah, I think at this point I would rather have Kimba in than Young Sinatra on offense.
Just it's different with a map. Like maybe like you can get
Like
away with having players play out of position on different maps, but not like Smirk. Smirk is too focused on game plan.
Like Marquis and I were talking about before the game was that Smirk is a map that rewards offensive strategy, and the thing is
absolutely
to gain offensive strategy and to kind of understand what your partner is going to do, that comes with chemistry, practicing and stuff. And by throwing a defender, who I'm sure doesn't practice with White Flame much, I'm sure their styles of offense are clashing a bit, which is, like you said, it hasn't hurt them as bad as they were playing last game, and we might see a cap here. They can get this return.
That was smart.
Very, very good.
I've seen that boost used a lot recently, where instead of taking off the wall, you go behind everyone. And it's pretty effective. I've seen it. It's almost, I wouldn't say it's foolproof, but it's as close as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
And White Flame needs to get around the defenders.
They will have we might see Young Sinatra lead here.
Oh, definitely. Oh, but he oversteps his bounds.
They need to push it.
It's me too little, too late. And hilarity. Just that anticipation snipe ruins any chance, and that's going to be
pretty much it.
The end. And we're going to go to a game 3 overtime.
Yeah, it is interesting that Minor Madness did tie this half with Young Sinatra on offense.
That's very true.
Wait, how many times can we say it in a different way?
3.
It's pretty interesting.
We could probably add a few more in there.
Yeah.
And Young Sinatra clearly wins this half with the cap flag.
Yes. So he accomplished everything he needed to on offense.
Well, I don't even have room on my scoreboard.
547 prevent. Insanely high number.
That's, Mars would be very proud of that number.
Yes.
Well, I need to find a way to put scores down. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna look sloppy.
So Lou makes your scoreboards?
Yeah, right?
Now, one thing to note is I don't think Adrenaline Boost have changed their lineup at all for this game, whereas Marble or Minor Madness has done a few different. They've had Bob, they've had Snowball, Young Sinatra playing offense. They've been trying a few different things.
Keep talking.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they complete the game in overtime. They haven't made any changes so far in the group page, but you have to assume that Swerve is mulling it over in his mind.
And just to say it one more time, it should be interesting to see what happens this half of this game.
Yes, it would indeed be very interesting. Perhaps.
If he does play offense again, I'm honestly going to say
intriguing.
I'd be very surprised if he plays offense again. He was, I think, 7th on the scoreboard. And granted, they did tie the half, like April said, with him on offense, so...
Yeah, I mean, I still don't think, like, for the majority of that game, they really could not get out of base.
Yeah.
I don't think the Sinatra on offense experiment was really working there.
I do think Young Sinatra is a very good defender, and they should keep him there. I personally think their best lineup is Bob, Sinatra, White Flame, and Kimba, and if they go with that, they'll probably see success.
Yeah.
Alright, there's a full third game being played, 2 10-minute halves, and if that game is tied, then they go to 2 5-minute halves to determine the winner. This could go on all night for all we know. I have to go to bed soon, 'cause I have work.
Hilarity said other half that he might have to go soon as well. Looks like he's staying around for now, but gotta wonder how long will it take before he has to leave.
Sorry about the impromptu scoreboard. I didn't fix it before the game, so I'm just going to add numbers in as they happen later. I don't feel like editing. Alright.
So far, no changes to the Minor Madness lineup. Yeah, I mean, Minor Madness still hasn't said that they're ready, although Adrenaline Boost is.
Oh, it looks like there it is.
Nope.
That's the switch.
There's the change.
Interestingly enough, Young Sinatra out though.
And Bob
Yeah.
Blah Blah and Snowball going to play. Beast Mode not getting an opportunity to play tonight for Adrenaline Boost.
Hashtag free beast mode.
Alright, here we go, folks. Right now it is starting that game, and we're gonna see a good one here. See,
Tag Pro mid and on Minor Madness' side. Those will be the crucial pups to get. Looks like Adrenaline Boost has a better spawn than Minor Madness for mid by far.
They do.
Blah blah.
Oh,
Boost can get
IMS
it.
misses the boost though and allows Minor Madness to get 2 tag pros.
Thanks for joining, folks. This is a Game 3 overtime for the playoffs. Minor Madness versus Adrenaline Boost. There's a full 2 10-minute halves being played. And now as we say that, Blah Blah. Oh my god! And Kinnick takes a boost to save the cap from happening. That was incredible.
Yeah, it looked like Minor Madness was getting up to a early 1-0 lead, but couldn't quite bring it in. Getting on that team boost.
It's quite unfortunate. You always think you have it, and at that last second, that team boost can change everything. If White Flame, oh no, sorry. White Flame could not get out. And there's gonna be a pup battle coming up. I wish I had like sounds like Pagoon. I didn't implement stuff like that.
Maybe next season on
And,
HBTV.
Adrenaline Boost winning 2 out of 3 of the power-ups with a lead. They're
gonna use that to get out.
And Mufro messes up the boost, allowing Snowball to get the snipe.
Oh, Kimba whiffs again on getting button. Not sure what he was thinking there. His partner was out. You know, as good as we've said it before, but as good as these games have been, just a lot of the play has been really sloppy. Like,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of missed plays getting out of base.
Nice
and
juke
White
by
Flame
White Flame.
sneaking out.
Now, the one thing I've noticed that Minor Madness does a lot